Old Shell, New Shell, A Coral Reef Tale by Helen Ward. In the watery gardens where sea anemones flowered and fish as bright as butterflies sailed among the coral, there lived a hermit crab. This crab was very small, but he had been smaller and the shell he owned and loved was getting tight. He was beginning to look obvious, though he tried hard not to. He needed a new shell. "This kind of colour," he said to a line of passing puffer fish, but they had not seen a shell that colour, and in any case they were busy. "With some of these," he said to the angelfish, who really couldn't be bothered. "And one of those," he said to a clownfish, who had not seen a shell with one of those for years. "Sort of like this shell," he said to a passing queue of spiny lobsters, "but bigger." Suddenly the seabed turned upside down and knocked the hermit crab clean out of his shell. He tumbled down into a shell that was much too big, too dull, too heavy, and too dark. He did not want to get eaten, so he crept into the back of it to be miserable and went to sleep. He was woken by being squashed. Something else was trying to get inside the big shell, so he gave the intruder a nip. It was another hermit crab looking for a home. She had got too big for her old shell, but this one would suit her very well. And as for the shell she had grown out of, it was just the right size and just the right shape and had all the right bits in all the right places. This book has all of the fish that are in this book in the back and explains all of the fish. Old Shell, New Shell, A Coral Reef Tale.